Hi, this is Julie with Three Sisters Sundries. I am here today finally to do a flip through of my December documented project. I've got all my pictures in and I thought I would show you what it turned out like. First of all, I'm going to remove this clip so that it's not in the way. When I finished this album, it was all really alligatory. It was so fat. So I decided to go on a hunt for some rings that were oval, and this is what I came up with, and they match the gold metal that I did throughout my album anyway. So these are actually key rings on Amazon, so I will leave a link for those if you're interested in rings that can be real wide but not so big and round. That's what I was looking for, because I had them on 2-inch rings and it was already sticking way out here, so this is what I decided on. Okay, so saw the cover. Inside I just have a few little tags that I got on gifts. Cover. And this is the first day we set up our tree, and oh, maybe I need to zoom in just a tad. I put our 3 favorite ornaments. This is my husband's favorite. He's had this one for years. It's a little soldier, and when you pull on the string, his legs and arms come up. This is my favorite. My oldest daughter made this for me, I think maybe 2 years ago. And this is my youngest daughter's favorite. This is a glass reindeer. So on this page I put the picture of our tree all decorated, and then inside I put pictures of us decorating the tree. This is putting up the tree, putting the tree skirt on, and our dog being really excited watching us decorate. On this page I have a little tree upstairs. This one's in our basement, the big one, and so I like to have a little bit of decoration in our living room where we used to put our tree. So I got a little 3-foot tree just to put on the table. So this is my daughter and I decorating that. And then on this card it says Dear Santa, so I thought I would put a picture of our stockings on that page. And then this is just a picture of my table where I have a few more decorations. These tags have our Christmas lists on, so I just put our names on there. Oop. And this little booklet, I put my older kids that don't live here anymore, I put them opening their Christmas gifts. And this is a picture of my Converse shoes. In my journaling I tell a story about how we went to the mall, and it was so crowded at the mall. We didn't get into any of the stores we really wanted to go to, so we went through one of the department stores on our way out, and they were having a big shoe sale, and they had some Converse on sale. So this is my very first pair of Converse shoes ever. I've bought knockoffs before, but this is my very first name brand pair. And this is just a picture of my daughter and I in our Christmas masks that I made, that we wore to the mall. On this page I intended this to be our family picture that I would send out on Christmas cards, but never took one. So I just typed out some journaling about what this year looked like, the differences in the way we celebrated this year. So I just wrote that out and tucked that in there, and didn't ever get a picture for that either. On day 7 I went out to my parents' house and gave them haircuts. So I got to spend some time with them. Even though we didn't see them on Christmas, I did get to spend some time with them. This is our cookie making adventures. My daughter and I made these peanut butter kisses cookies. Never made those before. They were super easy. I don't know why I've never made them. But here's a picture of the cookies all finished, and me mixing, and Ellen and my daughter putting the kisses in after they came out. On this page, I just have a picture of pretty much the only snow we really got in December that was measurable. We got a couple of inches, and so that's that one. On day 10 is my husband's birthday, so I just added some journaling up here about what we did. This is our whole group, our kids, our older kids. We went up to where they live and went shooting at a range, and then went to a restaurant for lunch. So that's our picture of our lunch, and then these are just pictures of the shooting range. My husband loves to go shooting, and so that actually was not on day 10, but it is documenting his birthday, which is on the 10th. And then this is actually his birthday, where we had a light dinner, and then I made an apple pie for him, and here he is opening his presents. On day 11, a lot of these days aren't really on the day that the number is. The 10th is probably the only one. And some of these pictures, I really didn't take a lot of pictures, so some of these are not, documenting a whole lot. But I like to get out a puzzle, so I got out this puzzle and started putting it together. And when and if I ever get it finished, I will put a picture down here, or maybe on the back, since there's nothing back there. On day 12, or at least on this page, my husband brought home a s'mores pan that you can make s'mores in the oven, and they just have little individual squares where you can put your stack of your graham cracker, marshmallow, and so here we are eating them, and they were very messy, but they were delicious. On this day, documenting making our gingerbread houses, and I bought a little village, so there were about 5 houses, I think. So my husband actually decorated one, which he usually doesn't like to participate in, but he did anyway. So we have some pictures. I added some little gumdrops that I punched out with the die set. And I found these little gingerbread men, glittery gingerbread men at, where did I find those? Maybe Tuesday Morning, and added those. This picture is of our pets, and I made this into a pocket, so inside here I used one of the ephemera pieces to write the journaling about getting a treat for our pets for Christmas. We also have 3 other cats that live outside, and we got them some treats, and I'm glad I documented this because not long after that my dog passed away. This day I'm documenting the lights on the house. My husband doesn't often put lights up on the roof, so I definitely wanted to get a picture of that. And this is a wreath I made. I turned the lights on so you could see what that looks like because it's so small here, but I took the picture during the evening so you can't really see the lights. This year we spent a lot of time in our basement, so my husband went and got some firewood, several bundles of firewood, and we had fires quite often while we were watching our Christmas movies. So that's on the back of that tag. And this is the cute little door with the mouse. And on this tag in here, I added a picture of the advent calendar that I made several years ago, and just journaling about how it took me a couple of days. I kind of forgot about it, and I probably didn't get anything in there until maybe the 5th or 6th, but I did find some cute little things to add to it. This one is documenting the sewing of the Christmas jammies, so I used these cute candy striped letters to spell out just jammies. Took a picture of after I cut out, just the stack of pattern pieces ready to be sewn, and then the stack of the jammy pants after I finished them. And this one, since it says no peeking, I decided to put pictures of wrapping presents. And I really enjoy wrapping presents, so I took a picture of me doing that, and then all the presents under the tree in 2 different pictures. So those just tuck right in there. Didn't put anything on the back here. Like I said, I didn't take all that many pictures, so I didn't really have anything to put there. On this page, my husband and my daughter built a bin for the wood, for the firewood. So this is pictures of them putting that together. This I didn't really have anything for, so I took a picture of working on this project and the mess I made getting that done, and just journaled about that a little bit. This is pictures of the lights. We went around in our town to see the Christmas lights, and I took pictures of several of the houses that had some fun ones. In here, this is where I documented all the Christmas movies we watched. So in each little envelope, there is just a little print of the movie. I got these off the internet, just little pictures of what the movie cover looks like. And I taped them together with some washi tape on the back and just made a little tab, pull tab with the washi so that I could get them out. And so each one of these has at least 2 movies taped together. Some have 3 in each of these little pockets. And on the back, if you remember, I did this cut file, and so this is a picture of my husband and daughter laying on the floor, my husband probably sleeping through the movie, watching the movie from there. On day 23, I did my nails for Christmas, and so I just took a picture of my nails and documented, and I just said, everything is better with glitter, right? And I still have them on. And it wasn't until later that I realized I put my picture on upside down, because I took my picture like this, not like this. So anyway, but nobody will notice unless I tell them. And on this side, this is Christmas Eve, and just at a house right down the street from us, they do luminarias every Christmas Eve and have the story of the birth of Christ in different little vignettes around their yard. And so we drove down there and went through the luminarias. And then I usually make lasagna for Christmas Eve, and my husband and I are both eating lighter and trying to lose a little bit of weight, so I made beef and vegetable rice bowls instead. And on the back of this tag, I just added pictures of what our stockings looked like after Santa visited. This is a picture of our jammies, wearing our jammies on Christmas Eve in front of the Christmas tree. And I just added this little Noel, this is a little metal piece, and then a little plastic acrylic Christmas tree. I found those at Hobby Lobby. And then added some more of the dots. And I went through the whole book and added these little enamel dots in various places. And for Christmas breakfast, I made French toast casserole with raspberries that I got out of my WW cookbook, I think. So it was a nice light recipe. So that's what we had for breakfast instead of like scones or, hot chocolate and waffles or something like that. So another lighter meal. And then on Christmas Day for these pictures, I just left the pictures 4x6 and took a picture of each of us getting one of the gifts that we got and just mounted those on all different colors of paper that I've been using throughout this project and tucked those right in there. On the back, I know that's kind of gross because it's all bloody, but this is our Christmas dinner. My husband went and picked out a really delicious beef tenderloin and did that in the Dutch oven, and oh, it was so good. And then here's our little paper clip holding that closed. And instead of sitting around in our pajamas all day on Christmas, we went to see Wonder Woman, which opened that day. That was really fun. So that's a picture of us at the theater. And then here are the Christmas cards in my little card pocket. And I added a few little enamel dots to that. And then at the very back, in the pocket, oh, and this came on, my WW boss, for Christmas gave us all little masks that were embroidered, 2020 Merry Christmas or something. So this is the year we'll never forget. This was the tag that was on that gift, so I thought that was appropriate to add for this year. And then in the very back pocket, I just have my target that I got from the shooting range. This was one of my little targets, and just tuck that in there. So that is it. It is very bulky, but I love how it turned out, and I love these rings. They worked out just so perfectly, and hope you enjoyed that flip through. I appreciate you following along as I made this project, and thank Lolly for the opportunity that I had to do this for you, and thanks for watching, and I'll catch you on the next one.